So right now I am ironing my paper, and I put some saran wrap on my paper in order to plastify it, because it was looking a bit dredgy, kind of like this. So this is a collage that I've made earlier this year, and I figure I could actually use it to cover the new book I'm going to make for my DT project with Nonstop Papercraft and collaboration with Sunflowers and Doors. So this should be fun. Well, the ironing is not fun, but the collaboration should be fun. So what it does, it kind of does this here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not going to peel it off right away. It needs to cool down a little bit. So that is what I'm planning on doing. Yep. Okay. So my project will be to make my first scrappy scrapbook ever. So scrapbooking, the traditional way, is always very, to me at least, very strict. And I just saw a video. I already had these thoughts, but seeing the video made me realize that it was actually more easy than I actually thought. So this will be my base. So, and I'm doing a regular size journal, so I'm not doing the square scrapbooking type of journal, but it's based on that. So it will be 6 by 8.5, and the spine will be 8.5 by 2 3/8, and this will be the separation. Now my papers here, this is the paper I'm going to use, and this is what it does when you put the saran wrap and you iron it on the paper. It makes kind of a vinyl, and it's actually, well, it's actually nice, and it's yeah. It does help also all my elements to stay put on the paper. So I did do that on brown paper. This brown paper came from packagings from Amazon. So I'm going to use it this way or this way. So it will be like this. Now I'm doing it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna take this side for the front. Okay. So on the back, I'm going to glue my boards. Just like this, approximately. So this is about 1/4 of an inch. To use my ruler to make sure they are equal, like this. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to use my regular glue. This is just you just need to put a lot so it won't lift. So now this part I will have to put everything on it, and I will leave it to dry. And these things are perfect for that. Ooh. Okay, so it's dry enough now that it won't move. And what I need to do is cut the corners. So when you're doing something that is this thick, you have to leave a little space here so that when you fold, it won't show the corner. So I'm going to just use this here and maybe two. So I will use a cutter since I don't find my scissors. And what you want to do is make a nice corner like this. Now I will train the paper to fold, and yeah, I'm gonna have enough. Of course, this is going to break. So I'm starting on one side, and I will be doing the other side after. So you could use your Fabri-Tac, but at the price the Fabri-Tac is, I prefer to use my white glue and wait for it to dry. I check this side and it's dry, well, more or less. At least it's not lifting. So I'll go on and do this side. So now we have to try to put this one inside. Okay, so it can do a nice corner. So we'll have these problems here too, I think. Yep, it's even worse. We'll have left more space. So good thing I didn't throw this out. Because something tells me they're gonna show. Corners are gonna show. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for the glue to dry again. Now I think my glue has actually finished curing, and I'm going to show you why I don't do precise work. You see these? This one's bigger than this one. When you close, this one is perfect, and this one is leaving a gap. I don't really mind since I'm doing a scrappy scrapbook. Not a chance in the world that I would get this straight. So this will be covered, but since I don't have yet the papers to do my project, this is where I will leave it. And when I get the papers, we'll be making something great, I think. So, waiting for the papers now. So I have decided to put black paper inside my signature, and I will put this inside in the middle here, so that both this side comes about here. And I want to leave about the same gap everywhere around. So I'm going to start with this one. Bone folder, take this one. So bone folder. So good thing things are going to be glued over this because it is getting to be a mess. Again, this is why I don't do traditional scrapbooking. Okay. So I'm gonna let this dry properly under the books, and I'll come back when it's dry.